Hey everyone, it's Wilco the Kreij here, and today I wanted to talk about how to go from working in your business to working on your business, which is where you can do a lot more damage. In other words, where you can grow a lot faster. And right now, I'm actually working outside. It's a beautiful day here in the Netherlands, so I'm doing a bit of planning on my iPad. I'm writing everything down to make sure that at Viral and at Connect.io we go towards the right goal. We go towards the right, like the whole team is aligned where we're going basically. And while doing that, I'm always thinking like, what are the things that I'm currently doing that I shouldn't be doing? Because as an entrepreneur, like if you have started your business, then you know that like you had to learn everything the hard way, right? It's not easy. You have to do like you start out doing everything yourself, which is the normal way to do it, right? So let's say initially you do everything all the way from creating a good service or a good product. You do handle customer support, you do the acquisition, you do everything yourself, right? You create the pages that you need, you do everything yourself. And as that progresses, you sort of you usually try to move out the business, and that, but in reality, it's not an easy thing. In fact, it took me years and years to actually make it happen. The first time I really was outside the business actually happened last December when I was traveling in New Zealand. I was in New Zealand. We're at a very rural area without any reception on my mobile phone. And then at some point, like a day and a half or 2 days later, I came back online and I got like 300 text messages. I'm like, what is going on? Like we literally stopped at the road. I just opened my phone. I'm like, holy smokes, right? That's not a good sign, obviously. Turned out we had a technical problem at a viral. I'm like, oh, that's not what you want to hear, right? It's funny how that works. Whenever I'm away, there's like something happens that, basically shit hits the fan. It's not how I would like it, but that's just the way it is. Like either there's some technical hiccup or something like that, and exactly like that it happened. Obviously, when I'm traveling, I try to not be online as much, and usually that means I'm still working every day, right? That's pretty much how it is. But this time it was different, right? The team was up to a point where a lot of it could handle on itself. Like everyone knew what their responsibilities are. Everyone felt responsible. It's really a team effort. So I opened Slack, which is what we use in our team to communicate internally, as like a chat-based tool. And I opened my chat, and I saw a message from one of the support, from one of our team members, and he said, his name is Mark. Mark said like, "Hey, this was the issue. This is what we done. We fixed it. To fix it, all is good. Like no problem, right?" So even though there was an issue, I wasn't there, but the whole team just gathered and they made it work. And as I mentioned, like everyone had their responsibilities but this, it's not a standard procedure, right? So the fact that the team just jumped on it, they were calling and they just made it happen, even if I wasn't there. And then when I come back, right, I realized all the things I just trained them. It's like, that's going well, right? Let you keep on doing that. And that made me realize that was truly the first moment, perhaps, that I was truly not in the business. I mean, I still work in the business, obviously, but a lot actually. But that was the first point where the business could run at an ongoing base without me, right? It's not just depending on me, which is obviously a healthy thing for a business, because if a business would be just depending on me, then if I'm sick or whatever, it would cause issues, right? No matter, like I'm here at home right now, I'm working away and I'm doing everything we need to be doing at a Viral and Connect.io. I'm hiring people, I'm figuring out new features, I'm working on new marketing campaigns, I'm like, all of that is happening every day, right? And if I were to say like, oh, but you know what, I'm gonna work on the business and not in the business, rest assured, that's not going to work. At least not for me. It's so hard as an entrepreneur to actually let go, right? It's not easy. We can say all we want. Yeah, sure. I want to work on the business, not in the business. But at the end of the day, I've tried it a million times. I'm like, oh, I want to work on the business, and then I'm like, all right, so that means I need to let go of this thing. Well, yeah, but like. But that person, he doesn't do it right. Like I know how to do it, right? Or someone else does it and it's not perfect. Like it's not how I would have done it. I'm like, I'll just make a couple of tweaks here and there, and now it's good, right? It's so hard to really, really let go, right? And my number one method of making sure I actually do let go is by going on a holiday. And I know it may sound weird, but every single year, every single time when I go away, what I do is basically before a trip, it's always stressful. It's always a lot of work, all the things that only I can do. That's what we believe as entrepreneurs. Only I can do this, right? and I need to let go of these things and actually explain it to my team. Like, this is what we do, this is how we do it, this is why we do it, document it, train it, and then they'll be able to do it. And I'm like, all right, cool, now I can go away, right, in sort of like peace. And then when I'm back, usually what happens is like, hold on, like, I'm back and everyone went smooth. What's going on, right? It turns out all the things that I thought only I was able to do, they can do as well, if you actually let them, right? If we're not like freakingly controlling everything and doing it our way. So just by being away, they do it their own way, and they may do it differently than you do, but that's fine, right? It doesn't have to be our way. It's fine if it's in their way, as long as the end result is there, as long as the quality is there, and all that. Obviously, you need to have that in check. So bit by bit, I started working more on the business instead of in the business. Removing myself from the day-to-day operation, I can actually focus on new things, new products, new markets to explore, like to make up viral and Connectio even better, to get more customers in, and all that. I'll give you a practical example. Like, for example, we have our weekly meetings where the whole team is gathered, like from support, from marketing, from the products, like everything is on the team meeting. And I used to lead those meetings, right? Because I felt like, but I'm the founder of the company, I'm the leader of the company. I should do that. So I went away to this. That was actually during my trip to New Zealand as well. Mark, who was on my team, he started doing these calls. And when I came back, I watched one of the replays of the team meetings. I'm like, you know what? Keep on doing that, right? So that's a typical example. Like now, how he's doing the team meetings. I'm sure I'll be there, right? But he's actually preparing them. He's making sure everything is all gathered from all the teams on what's happening that week. So that's what I wanted to share with all of you. If you want to work on your business and not in your business, basically travel more. Like, we travel quite a bit. We love to travel, my wife and I. So we've been all over the world. And even though some may say, like, but you need to work, I honestly believe it is, besides the fact that traveling is the only thing that will actually make you richer as a person, it definitely has done our business a great job, right? Like, it's helped our business a lot, just by what I just explained to you. So there you have it. If you want to remove yourself from your business and work on your business instead of in your business, which I can highly recommend, and I know it's not for everyone just yet, but if you do it, you will get so much more freedom and you'll grow so much faster. So with that having said, I'll just go and write some more notes and make sure we're all clear on what's happening. I'm doing that on my iPad right here. I always love that. And enjoying the view here in my backyard. And with that having said, I'll see you all soon.